guys, happy holidays. I'm Nathan from Arms and Armor, and today I want to tell you about our holiday promotion, Merry Axemas. Stay tuned. So for the last few years, we've had a Merry Axemas promotion from Black Friday until Christmas Eve, and this year we're doing it again. All Arms and Armor axes, if you buy one that's in stock before December 4th, you get a free t-shirt that we guarantee you'll be there by Christmas. You can order it after that, and we will try to get it to you by Christmas, but no guarantee. You'll probably get it before, but we're not in charge of that. So today, I'm going to show you this awesome t-shirt and all the axes we have in stock that you can purchase and get by Christmas time. The first one, this is our Type L Dane axe. Long haft, thin, fine fighting blade. Right? This is based on an archaeological find from the 10th century. This was a common war axe of the time. The point here, right? You can thrust with it. It's a nasty thrusting weapon. And the beard is a hook. And the angle of the edge means that any cut is essentially a draw cut. So these things are fearsome. This is 1050 carbon steel. You can see the hardening line here where we harden the edge. These are very sharp. And the handle is ash wood. We hand select all of it for straight tight grain. And it has a wedge of ash wood that holds it on. This thing is amazing, but it's not the only one. We also have our Type L reinforced axe. And so if you look at this one, you see that the blade is thicker and then has an edge or bit, which is wider and thicker than the rest of the blade. This is another historical style, and essentially, right, both of these have the same shape. It's just the thickness of the axe and of the edge that is different. Now, when they made these in period, the whole axe would have been iron, except for a ribbon of steel on the edge. And on this one, they would have simply welded in a strip of steel, while on this one, they would have wrapped a little taco of steel and welded that onto the iron. So there are two different ways of affixing a hard cutting edge onto an iron weapon in the past. These days, we make the whole thing out of carbon steel. The only difference on these two is the blade profile. So two Type L axes, normal and reinforced. Similarly, we have our two Type M axes. These are both also based on archaeological finds that have been published. The normal Type M has a thin blade that's an amazing cutter. I've never cut tatami with anything that cut quite so well as this axe. And this one has the slightly thicker blade with the reinforced bit, ash handles, same construction, same materials as the Type Ls. The M's are slightly heavier, and the reinforced axes are heavier than the non-reinforced axes. This all comes down to personal preference, right? These are not axes for cutting wood. They're axes for cutting, I don't know, Saxons, monks, whatever Vikings were going out and slaying. So the lighter axe really moves with agility and it cuts terrifyingly. The thicker axe has a bit more authority to it because the edge profile is a little more obtuse, it may not cut things like tatami with quite the same facility, but this is a beautiful, sharp, really nice piece. So the type M's are available. We also have our Irish axe. Right, so this Irish axe, it's 1050 carbon steel, forged socket on this, similarly hardened on the edge, nice and sharp on a shaped ash haft. This is an extremely lightweight and nimble weapon. Actually makes a wonderful walking stick, especially if you're, say, an Irish raider going out to steal some cattle from the neighboring clan, or to raid the English lord, or fight as a mercenary, gallowed lass, whatever, right? This is a dedicated fighting axe for fighting out of armor, right? All of these are really for fighting people who are not armored or mildly armored, and they cut, they thrust, and they hook. Really nice axe. Our Hungarian axe, which here I have a little video of us drifting these 3 holes through the axe. See those holes? Hold it flat. Axe. This one's 4140 carbon steel, hardened edge. This one has a hammer back, right? So this axe is a little later. Those ones are mostly, early medieval Viking period. This is more of a high medieval axe, which is more suited to fighting people who are armored, right? This hammer back allows you to deliver a really powerful cut, and the thick profile of the blade means that it holds up very well to any kind of contact. Right? This point is very sharp, and it is, like the others, a spear, and the beard is a hook. The 3 holes that were very common on these are decorative. It probably had some kind of religious significance, like the Holy Trinity. And you can see here, again, we use an ash wedge to secure that head in place. These are also a really great walking stick. You can't tell, but I'm leaning on it right now. It's perfect. You just have to be careful not to lean on this part because it'll go through you. Finally, this is our Nordland axe. So this is a little hand axe, also 4140 carbon steel. Forge out the edge on this. The black is forged black. That's the result of being in the forge and then quenched in oil. So it gives it a nice finish, kind of like a frying pan that helps to protect it. This one has a hickory haft on it, and this is counter tapered so that it is pressure fit on there. This one's also based on an early Viking period archaeological find. Call this a bearded axe. These would have been used for fighting and as tools. In fact, it makes a really great camp axe. I have one at my cabin. I also have one in my truck, just because you never know. It's very wieldy, moves great. It still has a little point out here for thrusting, and the beard is excellent for grabbing the top of shields, grabbing someone's leg, their arm during combat, and makes the axe a little lighter. And in period, it would have used less iron, which made it more affordable, and it looks super cool. These guys are all in stock and available, and we will do our best to get them to you by Christmas. Someone you know really needs a battle axe. And if they want a battle axe, it should be a real historical, fully functional battle axe made in the USA by our smiths at Arms and Armor, right? There are 5 of us working at Arms and Armor, making these things, highly skilled makers. We're doing it, our company, for over 40 years. So we know what we're doing. We've been here a long time, we'll continue to be here. Please support us, get your axe and your awesome t-shirt. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.